We're back on the Riviera, and if you missed the last video, we got the engine out and transmission out. The engine, we took down to the machine shop. Who knows how long that's going to be. The transmission, we dropped off at the transmission shop. That we're hoping to hear from this week, or get it back this week. In the meantime, we should have interior parts getting delivered, and while we wait for the interior parts, the engine, the transmission, we've got a whole bunch of suspension and brakes, and we're going to run through everything. We're going to replace the shoes, the drums, the calipers, the rotors, the bushings. We've got some sway bar end links, shocks. That way, when we do get the engine and transmission back, all we'll have is to put that in, swap out some harness, and some interior stuff, but we'll get there. For now, let's start with brakes and suspension. Oh, yay, drum brakes. Okay, so we've got new shoes, new wheel cylinders, new hardware. We'll clean up this star wheel adjuster. I'm assuming it's free. Yeah, it'll move. I love drum brakes. Two. That's that. I'll try to keep all this together so we know how it all goes back together. And then I think this goes over here. And there, which was like that. And we need just one. Uh-oh. No, that was fun. Okay, that was from this. And then this. And that. Come on. There's that one. That. Just got parking brake. Okay, that should be super fun to put back together. Now we've got that piece, which goes somewhere. And this piece, which goes somewhere. And that piece, which goes somewhere.
I just watch this video back.
All these pieces go somewhere. All right. Well, that was the easy part. You know, we have to figure out how it all goes back together. Now, with most modern cars, everything's disc brake now. We don't have drum brakes. So it's been a long time since I've actually done one of these. And I did take a picture, but luckily, we have a shop manual. Now, doing something like this, something you haven't done in a while, something you don't do all the time, working on a vehicle you've never worked on before, it's always great to have the manual. And I picked this one up. It was pretty cheap. It was they're like 20 bucks, 30 bucks. Same one that dealers use. I think this one is the Buick manual. If you need a manual for your next project, head over to eManual online, enter the year, make, and model in the search box on the home page. You can then preview the file and see exactly what you're going to get. I'm going to leave a link in the description where I picked them up. It's eManual. I think you'll get like 20% off, 22% off. If you use the code Desert Wrench 22. And yeah, hopefully this is going to be a breeze. And it will show me where all the springs and bolts and fun things go. Here we go. That took so much longer than I care to admit. Between the manual, the other side, the picture I took, everything looked perfect. I had no idea why the lever that stops the star wheel from clicking one way, I had no idea why it wasn't tight. And it turns out this hold down right here had popped out, so it wasn't actually holding this lever where it's supposed to be. So we now need to do the other side.
And put this on, spin it, see if it's...
So much time. So much time. We're gonna have to adjust the drag.
Yeah.
But cool. We're gonna need this off because we're gonna need to compare again.
Yep.
When I inevitably forget how it goes back together. And we need to spend another
Plenty of pictures.
hour putting the drum brakes. This way everybody goes disc conversion. Not only do you stop way better, but it doesn't take you. Probably could have done at least 2 full vehicles in the time it's going to take these back 2 brooms.
Nah, the next one's gonna go smooth.
All right. I don't know why I'm putting this in because we're going to have to adjust it. So I'm going to leave that out. Let's see the other side. We did it. That side went much faster. I'm a professional now. Just kidding. I still hate drum brakes. They're stupid. But it's done. The other side doesn't ratchet as nice as this one does, so we might have to replace that star wheel. But it'll work for now. 70% of your break-ins in the front anyway. You don't even need these. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. Do it.
Probably should put a jack on this and get some tension off this.
The shock?
Yeah. Or just undo it from the top, I guess. Huh?
Yeah.
It'll lower it down on itself. Let's see.
Or you can put a jack under the axle. That's fine too.
Yeah. It'll make my life easier. Work harder, not smarter. With my... let's see. Oh, there it goes.
Did you already loosen this?
Yep.
This thing's spilling out anyway. Want to know how you know you have a bad shock? Whoop. Woo. Come out. This thing's not stopping any spring oscillations.
What kind do we got?
The pleasurizer. They don't make them like they used to. I don't know which end is the pleasurizer. These ones are not pleasurizers.
We can leave that on. Right. Makes it easier.
Duralast. Oh, this one. Oh, wow, that thing was cooked.
So, yeah. Oh, you just made it difficult. I did not. You need to leave those on. Make life easier.
Okay. Oh, hey, look. One of them was slotted.
Oh, yeah. Put this in first.
No, I would put that in last.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really matter. It's fine. It's already in. I think since the drums took way longer than I thought they were going to take, I think we're going to finish this tomorrow. I got 2 drums and a shock.
That's sad.
So tomorrow,
Okay.
we should be able to get the fronts. I gotta take this in. We should be able to get the fronts and the other shock. And possibly this star wheel.
I'll go grab some sockets at home.
Alright. Because this isn't clicking. And it should click.
Clickety clack, as they all say.
And where's it? See you tomorrow.
Peace out.
Now the back's done, we gotta move on to the front. And unlike the back, we have a lot more than just shocks and drums. We've got new calipers, new flex line, upper and lower control arm bushings, upper and lower ball joints, new rotor, new wheel bearings. I don't know, probably more. So we gotta get this stripped out, swapped out, and put back together because we gotta get this out of here tonight because we have another car coming tomorrow. And this needs to be done. Here we go. Now, unlike the cars today from this century, the wheel bearing is built in, the wheel hub, bearings, all that fun stuff is built into the rotor instead of having a separate bearing. So when we get this out, the new rotor already has races pressed into it, so we should just have to swap out the bearings when we put the shiny new rotor on. But it means it makes a lot more of a mess. One. And 2. This has a key in this spindle, and this little washer has a little hole that slides in there. Now, yes, just wheel bearing, not sealed, and it just rides right on this little race. There's one in the middle, the inner, outer, and you get to grease it up by hand. But this is all garbage. Once we get all this stuff off too, we're gonna flapper wheel it and paint it so it looks all pretty when we put it back on.
Alright, that's done.
Backing plate comes off next. And then once we get that shock out,
Yeah, I just gotta do the top part and the bottom though.
we get to try to compress the spring. Because you've got 2 ways of doing it. Way number 1, you use a spring compressor and actually trap it from springing out and exploding everywhere. Or you just let it rage
Yeah,
and
Like
let
I
the spring come flying out.
like I did.
And then it makes it a lot more difficult to get back in.
Yep. Yes, it does. Yes.
Look at this.
The dirt.
I'm still pretty sure this was at the bottom of a lake. I haven't ruled it out yet.
I know, right?
Shit. Shock is out.
That's shocking.
Shock is very bad. So this is a spring compressor. What we can do is this will go up inside the spring. This will go down the bottom. Tighten this up so that way it keeps the spring trapped. It's like a little cage. Then we should be able to take the upper and lower ball joints out without the spring flying out and killing someone. In theory. Alright. I think this should have less tension on it now. We're gonna find out. We'll have the floor jack over here just in case. One more? Sure, that should be okay. At least now if the whole thing explodes, it won't go too far down.
Here we go.
That's all you needed.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yep. Yeah, one good spinning.
Let me see that. Jack up on it. Thank you. There you go. There we go. Now what we can do
While you're doing that,
is chisel this out.
where's my half-inch socket?
This is gonna be way too loud. Air hammer, air chisel, rivets. The new ball joints bolt on, which means we need to chisel these out, and it's gonna be really loud. And I should probably get earplugs. Knuckle off.
Mr. Knuckles.
Ugh. Alright, now still have to get that off, and then we're almost ready to rip the two control arms out. Back to it.
Boom. There you go.
Up the control arm, off.
Oh, that's not.
So close. Huh?
I thought he was gonna pass it up over the top, so I was looking at him.
Nope, it's down here. No, these rubbers are
Yeah.
bump stops. Are
Oh my god, they're totally toast.
Well, we're gonna reuse those for now. We don't have any new ones, and we can swap them out later. Want to lower this jack and see if this spring comes flying out at me?
I'm sure it won't.
Never say never.
You ready? Sleeper section.
That's a whole lot of kinetic energy.
Yes, it is.
I should. Whoop ass spring. Let's precariously set that over there. Right. Control arm.
Nasty.
That's okay. We got new ones.
Alright.
All of it's new.
I need it. Oh. Alright.
Oh no, I just got dirt everywhere. Alright. Aside from cleaning up the frame and getting the caliper off, that's as far as we need to take it. We'll clean up. We'll paint it. We'll put shiny new bushings in it. We'll put it back together. Yeah, who needs new bump stops when you can just paint them black again?
Restored. They call it restored.
Restored. Well, while we literally wait for paint to dry, so I can flip it over and do the other side, we got the transmission back. Freshly rebuilt. Upgraded some parts in there for the stock horsepower this thing's probably going to get put back to. That's unnecessary, but it sounds cool. New torque converter. Well, new to me. Upgraded. Should be good to go as soon as we get the engine back, which still haven't heard anything on that, but we'll see. I just need to press these new upper control arm bushings in place.
Oh, yep. You ready?
Yep. Stop. Touch more. Stop. Okay. Okay, that's one.
That's beautiful.
Now, we flip it over, and unfortunately, you can't do that again. I feel like I'm playing Operation.
Yeah, right?
Look at this one. This one is... Okay. What's the play here? I'm just gonna hammer it.
Do what you did last time.
Need this. Is this how you're supposed to use a ball joint press? No. Is it going all the way?
We're good on this side, but this side's not in all the way. See if we can...
Oh.
That sounded good. Oh yeah, perfect.
It only cost me a thumb.
And it moves.
We did it!
Alright.
I'm a professional. Unfortunately, we got two of the big lower control arm bushings instead of a big one and a small one. So there's not much more we can do tonight. I can put the upper control arm in place. We'll probably do the upper control arm ball joint.
I'm gonna push that back. Push that back. Yeah, thanks.
But we can't actually finish this tonight because we have to go to AutoZone in the morning and swap that out.
There
We were so close.
we go. Too close yet soon.
So it is what it is. Just means we'll have to finish this tomorrow and bring the Mini in afterwards.
That's what you're getting.
That's what we're getting. The Mini. For the next series. Let's see.
If there is a series.
If there is a series. Maybe the thing's just blown up. I don't know.
I was gonna say maybe it just drives.
Maybe it just drives. Probably more likely that it's just blown up. But maybe. Oh, no. Alright. Gotta take the nut off. unlike the riveted upper control arm ball joints, all of the replacements are bolt-on. So we can just stick a bolt through a hole, hopefully line it up with another hole, and then put a nut on it. He's tightening up the nuts on the top that have shims to adjust camber, which is a wheel in and out. Depending on how many shims, you can bring the whole top of the wheel in and out for your alignment. So we just copied this, put the shims back in the same spot, and we'll have to go align it anyway, but it should get us pretty close. And we're back. Got the new lower control arm bushing that we were missing. So now, knock on metal, we have everything we need to put this corner back together. We can put the lower control arm on, then we can put this really scary spring on, and then the rest of that stuff. Now, believe it or not, that was the easy part. Now, we need to get this spring in there without the thing coming back and hitting me, or you, or you, or you. Hopefully, this spring has compressed it enough to where it's not a total nightmare. Let's get...
You need to a couple of those, right? There we go. This one. I think it was 3.
Let's jack up to get some of the...
Hit there good?
Yeah. Nope. Okay. Okay, Helen. Yep. Carefully keep that there. That needs this piece. Which goes on there. So this will sit there. And then this one will sit here.
Come up.
And then we can come up and keep going. Keep going.
Oh,
well,
that scared the shoopy doop out of me.
Okay.
You good right there?
Let's hold it there for a second.
Yep.
Since we're getting a bit sketchy.
Yep. Mm-hmm. With you.
Do you remember what the torque specs on these are? 35 and 50?
Is it 35 and 50 or is it 85?
I don't know.
I looked it up.
Alright. We'll be back once we figure out
It was in your that thing, right?
the manual, yeah.
Manual.
Once we look at that, we'll find out what the torque specs are, torque it, and then hopefully take the spring compressor out and everything will be good.
You're there. I can see it.
Go a little more.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Ship it. Now, in a perfect world, we can loosen this jack, and then we can loosen the spring compressor, and it should be good.
Loosen it so it's just under though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Keep going. Okay. I'll move this to the front here. And then if you grab me...
Oh yeah, 3/4 socket. He went in there on
I have it.
Oh, again. Never mind.
Okay, let me see that.
That was so much easier than last one.
And take this. Go. Let go. Let go.
Boom.
That out. And this.
With a lot of tension.
Like I was saying before, the rotor is also the hub. So these wheel bearings are not sealed. They're just little roller bearings. And they go in here, and we'll torque those down special later. But first, we need to pack them. Start with the inner one. You just grab a nice big handful, and you kind of just roll the bearing into it and squeeze it up into the rollers and just fill it full of lube. And this is why these aren't a thing anymore. All the new wheel bearings are just hubs and they're sealed. And once it's all packed in there, we can slide it over the shaft. Now that the bearing's all greased up, we can slide the rotor slash hub on gently. Move it up there. Oh. Grease up the other one. Look at this. Got it. This on. This will hold everything together. Oh, that's nice.
All in your nose.
Is it very?
And
All up in my shirt.
tighten this up.
Thank you.
Socket for this. Yeah, we need to set the bearing preload.
11 pounds.
19.
19 in the back off.
Then we back it off. And then we torque it to 11.
What size was that?
And then we line up so we can get the cotter pin in. What we do, take this, and we spin this until it clicks. And then we're gonna loosen it, which you're not supposed to do with a torque wrench, but it's 19, so it's fine. And then we set this to 11, which is 15, 14, 13, 12, 12. 12 or 11?
Just
11. 11 sounds good. And then we do it again. Spinning it. And now we find the hole. It's pretty close.
That's what she said.
But we just need to tighten this up. There we go. And find the cotter pin, which way away. Put this back in.
Didn't come out anywhere?
I didn't have a new one, no. I can probably try to bend this somewhat straight.
Mine came off nice and clean.
Mine was in there like this. But I'm an artist when it comes to bending cotter pins straight.
Artiste.
It'll be brand new.
Caught up in mustard. Oh.
Don't look too close. It's perfect, I swear.
It's absolutely perfect.
Bend that down. Fold that over. And we'll just fold that there. Take this cap.
Want to rub them out?
Yeah. So I don't dent it
Like it's.
like it already is.
I tried to get it up. Looking at it.
Oh, that's nice.
Gonna ride so smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Marveloso.
And then
Caliper.
our shiny new caliper. This thing's gonna ride so nice. Helps if I put it on the right way. It'll stop nice. It'll ride nice. That's gonna go in here. And with that, we've got a full brake and suspension setup. We can't torque the upper and lower control arms until we have weight on the vehicle. And even if we lower this down, we don't actually have weight on the vehicle because we have no engine. And the transmission's on the ground over there. So what we'll do, we're waiting on steering parts. So the steering's gonna stay disconnected. We've got some parts over there, but we're missing some of the sleeves and the center link. But we'll get the wheels on so we can at least roll it out of here while we wait for steering parts. We're still waiting for backboard and interior parts. Lots of waiting. Waiting on the engine. But I think all that's left, engine, transmission, interior, and burnouts.
And burnouts. Definitely burnouts.
And I think we're done.
Before we put new tires on. New tires are on. They were waiting for me. That's just good.
Yeah, tires are waiting. We got some white walls.
Yes.
But that's all gonna have to wait till another video. Till then, thanks for watching.